They inherited off Great Hall District Council to lease.
Oh, when it was
Great Hall District Council, yeah. So it runs out.
74, weren't it?
74 when they took over. It's 50 years since they took over. You think there'd be like bells and whistles everywhere saying that council's been around 50 years, but seems to be like they've fallen under it. 50 years, half a century. But yeah, so obviously they inherited in 1974 this 82.4 acre lease. Well, it runs out in 2025. Well, yeah, but it's 82.4 acres there. Do you know what I mean? That's basically all of Great Harwood. Yeah. Well, half of Great Harwood. Yeah. Where the gas board is and all of Allenman's Bottom Way. Yeah, so as I said, the first registration that I've got includes their freehold. Right. So I actually got the freehold. I know. Of that 82. No, I didn't believe it myself actually when I first read it. But yeah, so obviously they've got a lease. Yeah. I could prove the lease. They give it to 3 different people, and over the years they've built on it here and there. They never thought, obviously. It hasn't been registered for at least 98 years, so they obviously thought, this isn't coming back. Yeah. Well, if you've got a lease and the owner doesn't come back, you can do what you want on the land, because the owner comes back again. After 12 years after the lease runs out, you can like basically adversely possess it all. Yeah. But if the freeholder comes back before the lease runs out, oh dear. And the lease hasn't run out until 2025. And as I say, so when my first registration comes in, I want to know what contingencies what contingencies have the council got in place? Do you know what I mean? An 82.4 acre lease that you've got to give back in the conditions that you got it in as a field. Now it's full of properties. On Bottom Way, the whole industrial estate was a field, and now it isn't. But when the lease runs out, I want the field back, not the buildings. So
demolish buildings to get field back.
Well, they don't work like that. So basically, they'll have to give me all of the buildings and give it.
Well, you think, wouldn't you?
No, I don't think that's the law, and then they'll have to give me compensation for it. Yeah. You see, in 1982, the council repossessed the pallet yard on Allenman's Bottom Way because Hayes Lane went right through it. They repossessed the pallet yard, but then instead of getting rid of the building, they got rid of the road. How silly of them! Because it was adopted until November of last year. Yeah. So basically, from 1982 to November of last year, the public have been paying for a road that's not there. Well, it's a lot of money to pay for a road that's not there. Obviously, LCC took the licence back off Hyndburn Borough Council in 2006. So basically, it's like LCC and Hyndburn Borough Council that are responsible for not maintaining a public highway. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now it's reverted back to me. Obviously, I want access. So where that building that the council didn't bother pulling down in 1983 is still there, well, now it's my access. So now I can pull it down. But
let's make a fresh access.
Well, the road, it's not a fresh access. It's the road's been there since 1850. So all I'm doing is putting the road back. It's not a new one, just putting the old one back. Access supersedes buildings. Yeah. But unfortunately for the council, they went ahead and sold Onward a load of property, didn't they? And Onward have built 49 houses that aren't on the local plan, and Keepmore built 350 houses that aren't on the local plan. Unfortunately for the council, Keepmore and Onward, my road goes through that estate, and they've actually built houses on it. Yeah. Well, that means I can repossess Onward and Keepmore. That means actually, technically speaking, that's £100 million worth of Keepmore houses and £12 million of the Onward houses. Onward paid the council $2.4 million for that land, on a lease, $2.4 million.
That'd be a rich man.
Well, I didn't pay me $2.4 million, they paid the council $2.4 million for the lease. But obviously, the council jumped the gun because they moved on to the land in 2014, so adverse possession wouldn't occur until 2025. Yeah. Well, they sold it too quick, didn't they? Yeah. So when I come along and repossess it, because they won't choice, because it didn't. But anyway, it's only repossessed. It's
kind of worms.
Well, not for me. I mean, I haven't been raping that lease for the past 48 years.
Yeah. He's just going to perform gymnastics in the middle of that.
All right, no, Dad. How are you? Oh. Is you ignorant self? All right, yeah, not too bad.
How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, for you.
Not too bad.
Are you all set for the election, no, Dad? May's election, no, Dad? Are you all set for it? Of course, you cheated, didn't you, on the elections last year, so you're going to get bored this year, aren't you? If Jane pulls a finger out and does a job. You know they cheated last year, did you, on the elections? Terrible, terrible state. I give them all donations, but they didn't declare it. That's cheating. Cheating on the expenses. Oh dear, it's criminal. It's criminal. £66.60 I give them. The Greens, Labour, and the Conservatives. They're giving me back. You're not allowed to give a donation back. It's just law. And then you're not allowed to not mark it down on your expenses sheet. You think Dad being an accountant and know that, but obviously he didn't. Well, I did. So when he declares, like obviously in May, within the first 3 days, I can get him sacked. Nah, that was for me. The video we haven't started yet, so I can say what I want, can't I, until we start. Yeah. All right there, Dad. I'm not Conservatives cheating as well, so I told me they'll get to do. My seat's going to be safe. I'm the Greens.
You sit on back row and you don't like.
The records are there for everybody to see. You know, it's the public knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a look, pull the expenses for them. You'll see that they didn't put that £66.60 donation in for myself, my company.
There's a meeting there.
Limited. It hasn't started yet. Starts at 3. Starts at 3.
Just
So don't
calm
tell me.
down a bit, calm down.
Oh, look, there's Jane. It works up about this. 82.4 acre lease. You know. Big time fraud. Anyway, it'll all come out in the wash with the press.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Martin, thanks very much.
Are you all sorted?
Yeah, Dave Turner told me. Thank you.
What do you think of the Accrington Stanley being like the refusal of the planning permission? That would be iffy, wouldn't it?
Aye, where?
I mean, they thought it was a foregone conclusion. That's why they didn't send anybody. They didn't think they were going to lose. Obviously, they reached the wrong hands.
Oh dear. The lights in here do that light. Yeah. When you go in Tesco, them lights stay on the nose, same as that.
So, potential bankruptcy. It's not good, is it?
All right, Monty.
They're all like speaking blindfold into 2025. Oblivious. Jane's obviously done a good job hiding that lease from everybody. But the freeholder. But you didn't know who it was, I suppose.
Yeah.
What, sorry? They're all like they're all hiding, isn't it?
I thought
Well, you know. But I thought there were going to be some fireworks. He likes a few fireworks. Keeps him alive. I like a few fireworks myself. Like keeps the meeting going, doesn't it? Good afternoon, Peter. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah, good do. Good do. Oh, Hyman's on the verge of going bust when this lease comes out. You know, they've got a lease that runs out in 2025, and the freeholders wants his land back. Which lease? The 2.4 acre lease. They got it in 1925 from the old district council. For 82.4 acres. Yeah, I know. It's a big chunk of land. Basically, all round bottom way, where the gas void is, Cadence, and where Slingers was. And obviously, well, if you drive past all the fields, you can see where Hyndman Borough Council have fenced it off. I think they're going to put housing up there where the old football field was. You know, where the old football ground was in Great Harwood. I think Hyndburn Borough Council would fence it off with a sign saying do not pass, and that they're going to build on there. I'm pretty sure Keatmore have probably got options on it, not too sure. Similarly, if you look at Torrent Avenue, there's like all the roads have like ended where the field is. I think they've got options on there as well. We'll find out in 2025. You know what I mean? All this housing that's planned for Great Harwood. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't report on the 350 houses that Keatmore built that aren't on the local plan. I mean, that's quite newsworthy. But obviously, hands must have been greased. It's also built on the old original Hayes Lane, you know, so when the owner wants that back for his access, they'll get repossessed. That'll be newsworthy, won't it? 100 million quid of the property. 12 million that on would have paid as well. God, I tell you.
Yeah.
That guy's sitting pretty, isn't he? When that land's first registered. Call it a scoop.
The question that we often ask leaders who deal with politics from the outside is this Peterborough thing like is politics a snake, or is Hyndburn politics a snake pit because of Peterborough? Second.
Lots of lies, you see, that's why it's different. Too many porkies, too many secrets. Split a meeting up into eight different meetings and make every council goes to different ones, none of them know what's going on. You're going to go to 8 meetings to find out. I mean, you know, you go to these meetings, like some of them, not all of them, but you go to some of them, so you know them. Not all the same councillors are in the same meeting, so how can they possibly know what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Keep them all in the dark. Cabinet knows what's going on, obviously, because Cabinet get all the reports, but, you know, everybody else, they keep it dark. Got no idea what's going on, you know. I mean, look at Bunwood Homes. They paid 1.5 million to protect the trees, and then cut up, after a £30,000 tree survey, and then cut all the trees down. That 1.5 million that they paid to the council to protect the trees for woodland protection, the council spent on doing green surveys for all their properties. They actually just ran out of money like a few months ago. Like, that's one of the reasons why Mercer Road went down, because it didn't pass the green credentials. It would have cost £1 million to put a new boiler in. It had nothing to do with the leaking roof or the leaking pool. It rolled down to the boiler. They put a boiler in Hyndburn Sports Centre, cost them £780,000. There was nothing wrong with the old boiler, but they had to, the government initiative said they had to change from gas to electric, so they had to change from gas to electric. It doesn't matter for the council, because the council have the wind farm at the top of Aussie, so actually the council don't pay for any electric, and they get money back. They didn't tell that to Hyndburn Leisure though when they actually told them how much of their electric bill were, did they? See, like I say, people don't know all of these little secrets that are all in all these different meetings. It's all public. It's all public knowledge, otherwise I wouldn't know. But you know what I mean? Keep it all secret. It's not right, is it? You know? I'm sure Hyndburn Leisure would have liked to know that actually Hyndburn Council don't pay anything for electric and actually get money back, because the wind farm at the top of Aussie generates more than enough electric for half of Hyndburn. And obviously Hyndburn Council don't own half of Hyndburn, so another one 100% green tariff. That means they actually basically 100% they don't pay for nothing and then get money back. And still charge all of the businesses. That's wrong, isn't it? Hyndburn Leisure basically needed that 400,000 because of their electric bill that the Hyndburn Borough Council charged. Ooh, very dodgy. Good job you're reporting. Report on all this. Whether you will or whether you won't, it's up to you. I mean, like, you've got to work for the place, haven't you? But end of the day, they're not secrets because you tell everybody in all the meetings. I just happened to film them all and remember, because I've got a good memory. Are you the portfolio holder? No.
Am I the portfolio holder?
Yeah. No. Which one's the portfolio holder?
For finance.
For property. For like leases and things.
Sorry?
Who deals with all the leases and things? Is that
Oh, that's Kath.
Kath? Alright.
I thought we were having a switch round today. What a sort of
Yeah, no,
I used to prefer
because you know, they're not part of the circle, isn't it? Yeah,
A bit like the House of Lords, isn't it? Like they just sit where they want. That's what it should be. You know, just sit where you sit next to the next person. You know,
I just try and sit where I can eat.
That's what they do in the House of Lords. When they go for dinner and that, like they're not allowed to choose where they sit. They just got to sit next to the person that's sat there.
They put them anywhere.
You could be sat anywhere, yeah.
Very for shame, but you have your designated space, you know.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's everywhere in that couch.
Well, I bet, yeah.
There's not many chairs, I think it's that.
Well, you know.
Tasha's working late, so
Like I say, you would think it would be that way around. It's like 90 degrees, you know? It's like turned around a little bit, isn't it?
What do you mean you've got 3 kidneys?
I'm looking at that now. I've got one or two, you've got one or two things. I've got my fingers and Well, it runs for 3 weeks, and people have people have leaflets. It's not like, and I put it on Facebook. No, but I suppose it's only really important that you up with it, which is concerned. So I'm speaking, I'm still not around. But I can understand why they've done it like that. I'm not.
Is that the new role they're putting in? Have they started building that new road yet or not? In Hong Kong?
They've got money, haven't
Yeah, but they approved themselves 780,000 for pre-preparation work. They did. Because once the grant comes in, if they haven't already started the work, they won't have enough time to do it.
they? Exactly.
So they've got to
They've only till
pre-preempt
next
it.
March.
So to basically got to preempt it. So they've awarded themselves 780,000 to get it up and running. So that when
Well,
they do,
they've just voted 485,000 for some consultants. Is that about 3 months ago? Already?
Wasn't the consultants?
No, but I'm saying,
They basically said if they didn't spend £780,000 on pre-work for the road,
Yeah.
if they get, because it's not guaranteed the grant, but if they get the grant, they wouldn't have time to actually build the road before it ran out.
Can we restart the meeting?
Hope they get the grant. That's £1 million quid.
The purpose of this report is to exclusion of the public. I move the public and press be excluded from the meeting for the reasons set out in the agenda. Do I have a second? I will second it.
You vote, isn't it? No, it's not voting, is it?
Give me a minute to pack myself up.
Because they don't need voting on. Does it not need voting on? He moved, he seconded. No, they didn't vote. No, they didn't have a vote.
Yeah, so can we move, can we get all the...
There we go. Keep it all. Keep it all right. Good do. Fine then, innit?